What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dash from Duo Kage here, bringing you guys a review on Boruto episode 199. And man, I gotta say, for someone who's been reading the manga since its inception, this episode was such a real treat. I remember reading the chapters for this fight back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, and there are some things that both the anime and the manga do better over the other, in my opinion, which I'd like to discuss in today's video. Before we start, please feel free to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with our content, and frankly, it helps us out. Do like and share the video too, and fair warning, this video will contain spoilers, so watch at your own risk. So the episode starts out with Delta angrily screaming at Kawaki, berating him for using his own body as a shield for Naruto and Himawari, and she tells him that his body isn't his own, and for manga readers, we know what she means. To her, to Kara, he's just a vessel for, well, they don't know Ishiki, but for Jigen. So yeah, Kawaki is very important to them in terms of Ishiki's personal goals. We then cut to Naruto taunting Delta, so they continue fighting, and this is where I want to get critical in terms of creativity. I personally think the manga did a much better job in showing the latter part of their taijutsu fight. I mean, you have Delta running weirdly in today's episode, whereas in the manga, you just have them go at it, and I think artistically, the manga did a much better job. I mean, if you disagree, comment down below. That's fine. Now, I do think the anime missed an opportunity here in handling the fight, but I do think it does a much better job in showing that Naruto is in control of the fight. But like I said, it did miss a big opportunity in terms of creativity. If you look at what the anime has done so far, you know, the best fight, hands down, is Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with me on that, and almost all of the fight was anime original, so it shows that, you know, the anime and its animation team is capable of producing big fights, great animation like this, and I was just hoping for them to add a bit more. Basically, I knew how it was gonna go down, and fair play to them, it was beat for beat, scene for scene, the same as the manga. Pretty good, but they could have done more, I think. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments too. We then cut to Boruto, noting that Naruto seems really mad in this fight, which is fair to say the least. I mean, you know, you growing up watching Naruto, understanding his character, you know, he's been hunted before, you know, by the Akatsuki because he's a Jinchuriki. So he definitely feels for Kawaki, in the sense that Kara is looking for him because he's important to them. So yeah, Naruto definitely is mad and will bring out those big blue balls of his. Naruto then says that he plans on hunting down the rest of Kara, and I just wanted to add something that we forgot to say in our last review. These episodes and the manga have done a really good job recently in showing just how powerful and wide the Kara organization is and their connections are, you know, its reach. In terms of power, you have Naruto, who's Hokage, arguably the strongest, having to use his chakra mode to fight Delta. Granted, chakra mode, Kiwi chakra mode isn't his strongest form, but it's a huge power up, you know, for fighting someone who is considered by most to be one of the weakest members of the group. You know, I think it really shows that the Kara organization is extremely formidable, and I honestly can't wait for the anime to adapt Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen. You know, that would be so cool to watch. I'm hoping, that episode in particular, I'm hoping the anime does a fantastic job in adding original scenes. I mean, I hope they add more. I want it to be at the same level, if not better, than the Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki fight. That would be splendid. Delta then fires her destructive eye beams at Naruto at point blank range, but Naruto counters with a giant Rasengan, which cancels the eye beam attack jutsu. However, she starts absorbing the Rasengan and points out to Naruto that he must have forgotten that she can absorb jutsu. But as we watch the fight, and as we've read before, we see that Naruto does in fact know and formulates a hypothesis. So this shows that Naruto himself is pretty smart in his own right. So he forms a hypothesis stating that once she absorbs the jutsu, it's just stored there. It's somewhere inside her body, and the chakra isn't dissipated unless she fires it back. So Naruto then pulls out an even bigger Rasengan and basically keeps doing this until Delta can't absorb jutsu anymore because she's just overloaded. And I think that's what the title of the episode of the day was. Yeah, overloaded, I think. I might be wrong. Overload, maybe. So she basically can't absorb any of Naruto's chakra anymore, and her eye ability goes whack. She can't link her vision to her Jerome, and this is when Naruto delivers the final blow with his final Rasengan, which is pretty badass to watch. And the music for the episode, Naruto fucking dealt up with the Rasengans this part of the episode. The music was beautiful in today's episode, to say the least. It had nostalgic feels to it, with all the classic. I'm not a musical person, but I don't know what the hell those instruments are, but comment down below if you know. Now, in the manga, immediately after Naruto's fight with Delta, we cut to Kawaki getting his new arm, which was made by Katasuke, but we didn't get that, as we know. And from the preview, if you stuck around for the ending of the episode, it looks like next week's episode is going to be covering that part of the story. Now, the anime's version of events after the fight is interesting to say the least. There are a few details and nods here and there, a little bits of foreshadowing that make the episodes noteworthy, in my opinion. So, in the anime, after the fight, we cut to a poor village, and its residents are all sick or some shit like that. And Boro, from Kara, shows up and basically heals some of them from their sickness, and he offers them salvation of some sort, And I think this is it's clearly early foreshadowing to the revelation that he is a traitor to Kara in his own right, in terms that he has his own cult, and in this cult he's got cyborgs with both potentially powerful than Jigen. He offers the villagers to join him in the infinite TSUKUYOMI scheme or something like that, and I don't know, I find that really interesting. Let me know what you guys think. I'm guessing this scheme, him telling them to join him in the infinite TSUKUYOMI, is his way of actually gaining his followers or volunteers for his, well, it's a cult, right? So that's just me guessing. If I'm reaching or some sort, that's how he gains bodies to then be modified. That's how he gets volunteers, then have their bodies modified by a motto. That's what I think. I could be wrong, it's just a theory. Yeah. Now, the last scene with Boro in the episode, we have him in the same location, or what looks to be the same location as what we get in the manga when Code goes to the cult's facility to find Ada. To me, it looks like the same location. That's what I think it is. Looks like the same facility. I could be wrong, but that's what I think it is, and it's great foreshadowing. It's early world building, I think. It's amazing. Now, I think we should be getting a lot more additional content not included in the manga for next week's episode and for the following to come, I believe. I think they're going to have an extended training arc for all our major players, Boruto, Kawaki, Sarada, and Mitsuki. And I'm personally really excited to see a lot more interaction from Kawaki, with the rest of the characters. It'll really add more depth and layers, I think. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Please like and share the video. Do subscribe. It'll really help us out, and it's free, so might as well. Push the notification bell too. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day ahead of you. Goodbye.